Okie dokie. So today in Mr. Jeffrey's Algebra 2 with statistics, we are looking at angles in radian measure. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. This is going to be a short lesson, though I will probably have some people get really confused on basic instructions. Okay, so coterminal angles. So coterminal, that means they end at the same spot. Okay, what? Yeah. Now, here's the deal. On these angles, what we're talking about is that um so if we had a circle like so, and we had an angle right there, kind of. All right. If we were to go this way counterclockwise and we had an angle right here going this biscuits going this way, okay, then we would also have an angle that if we went this way, that would actually end up at the same spot. So I'd start here and go all the way around. Okay, so we have coterminal angles that would be in the same spot, ending at the same spot. Now, hang on. We have a late addition to the show. Everybody give it up for the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah! Woo! Yeah. All right. That was awesome because we were worried that this student had the plague or whatever. Um, some people were worried, others were not. Okay. So now this is super duper crazy hard. Thank you. So what we're going to do to find the positive version for this, we actually either add or subtract 360 to the angles. Okay, so right here I have negative 45, and I add 360 to that, and I get 315. Wow, that's one of the coterminal angles. Okay, because 360 degrees is how many, that's a round circle. Okay, all right, for our negative, we would take negative 45 minus 360 and get negative 405 degrees. Okay, now this positive and negative is talking about where we're starting. If we're going counterclockwise, which is positive, clockwise, which is negative, yes, that doesn't make sense, but you know what? Potato, potato. Okay, now this one we have 395. We would actually add 360 to 395. Yeah. All right. Now, I'm glad this one is in here because now it's going to cause some confusion real quick. If we were actually to take 395 and subtract 360, what would we get? 35. Yeah, this is 750. Wait, is this 7? Okay, 55. I didn't hear the 5. Sorry. I got one ear. It wasn't working. Okay. Yeah, we get 35. Now, we need a negative number. So I wonder what we have to do. Nope. Shh. Nope. All right. We started at 395. We subtracted 360. We're still in the positive. Guess what? Subtract another 360. So go back around. What? Negative 325 degrees. Okay. So if you subtract, if the number's already over 360, you know you're going to have to subtract more than once. Okay. If the angle is over 360, you know you're going to have to subtract more than once for a negative number. That might be something to write down on your paper, put on your orange sheet, you know, something to that nature. Okay. So 80 plus 360 is 440 degrees. And then 80 minus 360 is negative 280 degrees. Okay. Like I said, this stuff is super duper crazy hard. Okay. Just take your time. Don't freak out. Okay. You may want to, have some orientation about where's the subtracting and stuff going to and that, this, that, and whatever. Okay. But very doable. Okay. So, like for this one, now I don't have these set up. Hang on. Breaking news. Madison City Schools will dismiss early today, Tuesday, October 25th. Shh. Due to the threat of severe weather, pre-K will release at 12, elementary 12:30, secondary schools at 1:15. All after-school activities, including extended day, are canceled. Now, shh. Okay. Shh. All right. Hey. Okay, yes, we'll celebrate later. Now, here's what's never a good thing for Mr. Jeffries when we get out for severe weather. The weather comes from the west side of the state to the eastern side of the state. Guess where Mr. Jeffries lives? On the western side of the state. So I am always listen. I, I look. Hey, hey, in the spring, I'm driving home. It's like living the movie Twister. I'm like, there's cows. Like cows are being picked up and moved over. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I what? I don't know what we're going to do about lunch. Let's just hold. Hey, let's just hold tight. All right. So 115. Shh. Okay. Shh. Now here's what's funny. A good person would actually like had stopped recording and edited and stuff like that. But no. Okay. So shh. Where did I get it? I added 360 to it. Shh. Yeah. I look. I did this. Okay. I did the same thing that we did right here. I just didn't give you a blank to work it out because it's yeah. Shh. Okay, simmer down. All right. So here's what's funny with this positive coterminal angle. We could actually now we could add 360. Okay, which we can get 810. Okay, there are multiple coterminal angles. It just depends on how much you want to woo, woo, woo around the circle. Okay, now we know if we had 450 and we subtract 360, we're going to get 90. Believe it or not, 90 degrees would also be another positive coterminal angle. We subtract another 360 and we get negative 270 degrees. Okay, all right. Right here, remember I'm adding 360. So negative 125 plus 360. I get 235. Negative 125 minus 360. Yeah, see, that's how some of y'all mess stuff. Uh-oh, we're getting word from the eagle. Okay, shh. Okay, now, shh. For 800, shh. For 800 degrees, there's actually multiple different answers. Like if I can get this to work, there we go. If I added if I added 360, I get, negative 440. That could actually be an answer. Okay. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Here's the crazy thing. There's not one exact answer for some of these because they're already going around the circle more than once. Okay. But if we did what I said to do, just keep adding until we get a positive one, we would actually get 280. Okay. Huh? Because that's what I said to do when the thing is over 360. Now, I could also use any of these negative things right here. I don't know what's happening with all my stuff. Okay. All right. So I could actually negative, there's multiple answers. I could do the negative 440. I could do the negative 80 degrees. I could also do, if I took negative 800 and subtracted 360, I could get negative 1160 degrees. Okay. So here's the thing. Okay. Bless you. You're not going to have a whole lot of this type of stuff on the test. And if we do, we're going to have, all right, why are you confused about the, um, okay, where'd I get negative 80? Okay, so if I took negative 800 and added 360 to it, I got 400, negative 440 degrees. That is a possible negative angle. Okay. Yeah. And I keep adding. So I added another positive 360. I got negative. I got, I know. Okay. So I said that, hey, I added 360. I get a negative number. Okay. And remember how I said to keep adding 360? Okay. All these angles are negative. So they actually can be one of these things. Okay. But on the last one, I said if you did it like I had told you in the notes where you subtract 360, you would get the negative 1160. Remember, it's going around in a circle. Either one of those answers are correct. Did you get at least one of those for the negative? Okay, then that's fine. Okay. You're missing the forest because of the trees. Like you didn't hear one part on one thing and then you got locked in. Okay. Yeah. All right. So anybody super confused about adding and subtracting with a calculator? Yes, numbers scare me too. Shh. All right. Now, now we're actually going to start doing some stuff that's more related to the unit circle. We will actually get more into the unit circle tomorrow. Okay. Shh. Now, if we're converting rate, guys, I'm literally almost done in 10 minutes. Okay. So degrees to radians, we're going to multiply by pi over 180. Okay, so just like this is how you would do it. I'm multiplying it by pi over 180. I'm going to leave the pi there. I'm going to treat it like it's, part of the answer, because guess what? It is. Okay, and if I take 120 over 180 and reduce it, I get 2/3. So I'm actually going to get 2 pi over 3. Okay, that's going from degrees to radians. Okay, don't try to understand what's a degree, what's a radian. Just understand the process. Okay, now this part right here, if I'm going from radians to degrees, I'm going to multiply by 180 over pi. So in this example, we have negative pi over 12. So when I multiply, just like this, now what will happen to the pi's right here? They'll cancel, okay? Because there shouldn't be a pi in my answer for a degree. Now, if I take 180 over 12 and I reduce it down, I get 15. So my answer is actually negative 15 degrees. Okay, notice on both of these, it actually says reduce the fraction. Okay, it actually says reduce the fraction. So that's what we're doing. Okay, super hard, isn't it? I mean, crazy. All right, so for these three, we're converting from degrees to radians. So that means I'm going to take 40 over 1 times pi over 180. Some people will figure out there's a shortcut. All right, I get that. Now I'm going to reduce. Okay, when I do that, I want to get 2 pi over 9. Huh? Uh, there is something we're going to work on a chart thing tomorrow and Thursday that actually 40 degrees is not on there. Some of these others are, but not that one. All right. So this one we have 315 over 1 times pi over 180. Okay. So 315 over 180. All right. I want to get 7 pi over 4. This one is actually going to be on that chart tomorrow or Thursday as we get to it. Okay. Now, I am talking to some of the pre-cal teachers. I've contacted 2 of them about how they do unit circle to make sure I'm kind of in line, because I know some of y'all are supposed to be in pre-cal next semester. So that's like the first thing they do. Okay. So process is still the same. I haven't changed anything. Almost forgot my pi. Okay, so negative 260 over 180. All right, we get negative 13 pi over 9. Okay, so it's the same process. So that might be something I would write down on my orange sheet for our test next week to say, hey, degrees to radians do this. Radians to degrees do this. You may even have a homework assignment that has questions about that. Okay. Which is coming up soon. And y'all gonna have plenty. Listen, some of y'all are gonna have enough time to do today's homework and yesterday's homework before we leave this class. Okay. All right. Is everybody good? Anybody need more time? Okay. So, hey, you. How does a ghost get their girlfriend's attention? Huh? Yeah. How does a ghost get their girlfriend's attention? They say, "Hey, boo." Get it? Hey, boo. Womp 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 womp. Stop. Okay. Now, this time, instead of multiplying by pi over 180, we're actually multiplying by 180 over pi. So, 180 over pi. Okay. So I would get 180 pi over 9 pi. Just in time for the holiday season to be talking about pi. All right. Our pi's cancel. All right. And then we would actually just say like 180 over 9. Yep. We get 20 degrees. Okay. Same thing. I'm multiplying by 180 over pi. So on the bottom, I'm going to get 4 pi. 180 times 3. Okay. I have 540. And I got 540 by multiplying 3 times 180. Again, the pi's cancel. I'm left with, yep, 135 degrees. Okay, you got it? You had your confused face on there for a second. Okay, well, don't do that. Okay, now, because I did not give myself enough room to write this, I'm going to have to rewrite it. So I got negative 9 pi over 4 times 180 over pi. Negative something pi over 4 pi. Okay. 9 times 180. Woohoo! Okay. What? I don't know. Yeah. And that's it. Okay. Stop. Okay. Because why are skeleton jokes so funny? Because they're always humorous. What do witches put on their bagels? Scream cheese. Okay. By the way, since we are getting out because of weather, it is, it could be house moving weather. So check on your bad friends. They might have something fall on them. Okay. So that's today's lesson. Yep. Very short, to the point. Don't forget, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.